And we're back. So we're back down at the Trout Lake, down at the Fisheries. Got down this morning, fresh off night shift, so yeah, I haven't done any filming yet. I've got the rods out, got sorted, and then I've just had my head down for a bit. Just got up, wind's changed direction again. I'll show you the peg. So I'm in peg 23. It is, well, we're in the October now. I was going to say September, but yeah, I'm still waking up. So we're in October now. It's the first week of October, second week of October we're on. So yeah, we're in October now, just coming in the second week. It's not the warmest, but it's not too bad. I've still only got a t-shirt and a jacket on, so it's not freezing yet. So I come down this morning, there's quite a few people fishing on the far side there. We've got peg 1 in this corner, and obviously down to 13s on the end. There's nobody fishing this half of the lake, if you like. So you've got peg 1, I'm going to say here, peg 1 over here, and we've got all this bank across here, nobody can fish, and then you come into this peg which is 23. There's one peg next door, and the lad that's we're fishing together kind of thing, he's gone into there. So I've opted for, I had a word with the owner when we turned up with some bait off him and what have you, and he said, you know, margins are your best bet. Always have been, always will be by the sounds of it. I had a quick lad about, couldn't feel anything, nothing different, it just seems a bit silty, if you like. So I've opted for one rod off the end of that jetty, maybe a rod length or so off. It just drops down into about 9 foot. So like in front of the jetty, right out 100 yards, it's about 15 foot. Then it comes up to 10 foot, and then it's all the way to the right hand margin and then up. So we've got one rod, like I say, off the end of that jetty, one rod out, just in the middle, like 100 yards sort of thing. Quite a bit of bait out there, see if anything picks that up. And then the right hand rod, the equivalent of about 4 spoms over that, and that's on the right hand margin. So the winds are northeasterly winds at the moment. Let me thing back up. Yeah, the winds have been northeasterly, northerly winds for a while, which is pushing over to the far bank. Hopefully you can see it's a bit clearer this side. Hopefully you're seeing these fish show as well. So that was pretty much over the top of my rod. So that's what I was about to say, is there's one just rose off the end of the jetty there, looks like small fish, perchy kind of thing. But we've had carp coming right out there. So I've been watching fish. And I've just got up, literally I've been up 10 minutes, 15 minutes watching them across here. And then John was fishing over on peg 1. So there's me, John and James. James is next door, John's over on 1. And he's seen them off that bank there. So it seems like they are off the back of the wind. Turned up today, which is Thursday. We're fishing till Sunday. So the idea was we were going to go down to Norton, but with them closing Pettit's and Billy's, it's forcing a lot of anglers in other places, and where we're talking Bluebell's been shut for the last few days because of the flooding, and it's just going to force anglers elsewhere. Thankfully that's opened up today, hopefully they're back up and running. So the strategy, nothing untoward. I've got 2 rods on. I've got 2 rods on sticky krill active. Picked that up when we got here. Can't beat the price of what they're selling it in that shop for. Like that's spot on. And the other rod I've switched back onto Tails Up OCM. I used to use it years ago and had good results on it. So I've switched back onto it. I'm using that on my syndicate as well as on here, and we'll see how we get on. It's something a little bit different to the norm, I think. So yeah, as I was saying there, it's second week of October. The temperature today was set to be just into double figures. Tomorrow it's supposed to drop down through the day, not very high, maybe 8-9 degrees, and then it's getting down to 0 to 1 degree through the night. So see how that affects the fishing, if it does at all. Rig wise, I've got Another fish just shown there. I've got a slip day on one, fishing a wafter, fishing a small pop-up on a Ronnie, and then another slip day combi link with another wafter on, match the hatches. So just going to play about with the bait, see if it makes any difference. I might knock up a couple of solid bags just to drop on these fish when I keep seeing them. They do seem to be, that one, the last two I've seen out there seem to be where I was fishing, I think. I'm trying to remember where I put my bait, but looking at the angle of the lines and stuff, it's there. So you can see here, peg 23, the water level's up a little bit. A little bit sloppy, but it's not bad really at the moment, especially with the amount of rain that we've had. And you may probably be a couple of cars parked along there. Right, everything with the kitchen sink with me. So yeah, we'll check back in as and when things happen. Either nothing happens before tomorrow morning, we'll have another catch up tomorrow morning. Right, so I keep seeing fish boshing out, so just got a pink wafter, just put that on, krill one. I'm just going to blast that out on top of them, hopefully. See if we can get it on where the fish are showing. There we go. So yeah, we just switched to a wafter. A pink one, nice bright, get them to notice it hopefully. Nice, back to the waiting game. So yeah, the wind is due to do what it's doing now, drop right off and swing in every direction going. So with a bit of luck, these fish will stay up here. Oh, just a quick update. So we're still on the first day, just coming to dark now. Seen a few fish rising, so I put a rod over the top of them, about 4 spons worth of bait on top of that. Not long after resulted in a fish at £23, which is this one. We just had this beauty, exactly £23 on the nose. I'm going to slip it straight back. Give me a right beating on the bank. And then not long after, put the rod out, dealt with the fish, another 4 spons worth of bait on top of it, and then it went off with a £20, which looked like this. So I'm quite pleased with that, and currently watching fish roll all the time over the top of the bait, so I reckon we're going to get some more. Fingers crossed we'll get into the big ones. Literally just fishing the Krill Active 12 mil baits, I think they are, the smaller ones. Crush a load of them up. Got the micro pellets and the next size up pellets, some bloodworm pellets, and some Coppens pellets, I think they are. So I've got a good mix of pellets in there. Mix it all up, about, like I say, about 4 spons worth, and then just dropping that over the top with them pink wafters that I showed you on a Ronnie rig. So 2 fish into the first night. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. There's our view for the morning. Tons and tons and tons of little fish rising. The odd pike having a go at them. Perch, I'm guessing, as well. One of the splashes. Hopefully this is recording okay, because the camera's going a bit doolally. Don't think it likes the cold. But yeah, nothing through the night. A couple of single beeps, but I'm putting it down to the small fish that are swimming around, just knocking the lines. That wind's dropped, as you can see. Completely flat calm. Well, that wind's just took off mega. Come from nothing, and then yeah, this. Thankfully we're on the back of it. I hear it whistling through the pylons behind me. But I've just reset my rods. I'm glad I did now, because I don't want to send my boat out there, I don't think. I had a couple of liners on the middle rod, which is the one that's caught with the fish. One of them, I've seen the tip slam round, the bobbin pulled up, and then it just stopped. So I'm calling it a liner, but quite possibly had I been done. It's just a leak in the rod, that one. So yeah, we'll see what tonight brings. Fingers crossed we get some of this. This wind doesn't play too much havoc. Well, morning. We're on day number 3 now. Nothing at all happened yesterday. The night before we had our first ground frost of the year. Maybe the kiss of death, I don't know. So yeah, the westerly wind might have moved the fish down that end. Did see a few splash down there. So yesterday I dropped a load of bait in on a spot, no rods on it. In a minute I'm gonna put the rod out onto that spot, a little bit more bait, see if they've been on it. Well, that's it. We're on the final morning now, just starting to pack down. So we had them 3 fish on the first day, and then that was it. That's fishing, I guess. A couple of lines last night, showed, topped the bait up and what have you, but nothing. Put the bed chair in the car this morning, the car's just frosted over big time. It's not too bad here because of the trees and that, but yeah, looking over the far side, the bivvies are all frozen. So yeah, back down. Can't see anything else happening, but if it does, we'll see. If not, I'll see you next time.